Right now I'm zip tied. I'm going to show you how to escape. My name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer. I teach escape and evasion. You might have seen me on Shark Tank, the NBC Today Show, or Fox News, teaching some of my escape and evasion tactics.
Please welcome back former CIA officer Jason Hanson.
Former CIA Jason Hanson.
This handsome fella is Jason Hanson.
This is Jason Hanson, former CIA guy.
As I said, I am zip tied here. These are the thicker real zip ties that, heaven forbid, if you're overseas or even in the US, gotta itch my head, if you get kidnapped, they may use. Now, when it comes to kidnapping, kind of the tier that criminals are gonna use is one, duct tape is the most common way to bind you and kidnap you. Number two is gonna be rope. Number three is gonna be zip ties. And number four is gonna be handcuffs. Handcuffs, you're really only gonna experience overseas, especially if you go to, well, places in Europe, but also Mexico. So that's what's gonna happen if, again, heaven forbid you're kidnapped, but I'm gonna show you how to get out of zip ties today. I dropped one I wanna show you, so let me bend over and grab that. Now, when it comes to zip ties, these are not these super cheap, white, thin zip ties you get at Michael's craft store or some other type of craft store. These are a little bit thicker, as you can see here. When it comes to escaping zip ties, very important. You need to put the lock in the middle of your hand. So I'm gonna turn around here. See how the lock here, how it's pointing up, how it is pretty much in the center of my hand? Before you escape, you need to make sure that that lock is in the center of your hand. For training purposes, when I teach people, we just have the partner who's putting on the zip tie do it for them. However, when I've been in training by myself in various and sundry places, you obviously couldn't have somebody help you. So you take your teeth and you move this over into the center of your hand, however you need to do it. For training purposes, don't destroy your teeth, don't mess up your teeth, just have a friend, family member, whomever do it. Once that lock is in the middle of the hand, you want to pull it tight, okay? So, and we'll get a little bit tighter. That's, yeah, it's now kind of circulation. Awesome. So you want it to be tight there. It should not feel good. What we are gonna do is bust this lock. In order to do that, you put your hands high above your head, you pull down lightning quick, and as you're doing that, you separate the hands and basically put your hands past your hips. So think about if you were elbowing somebody behind you who was trying to attack you, who you didn't like. You're gonna do that very quick. Because these zip ties are thick, it is now the world's easiest thing. People ask me like, sometimes they can't get it, which is fine. And I say, guess what? In a life and death situation, you're gonna have that adrenaline dump. You're gonna have that adrenaline coursing through your body. So you've all heard the stories where, hey, grandma lifted up the school bus when it was trapped, the kid got trapped in it. You've heard those things of people lifting off cars, having that adrenaline dump. So if you try this and you can't do it, well, remember, you're not as motivated because when you're trying it, you're hopefully in a nice, comfortable setting like I'm in right now. But in real life, you are gonna have that motivation to get out. So again, lock in the middle of the hands. Hands up here, I'm gonna pull down, and if all goes well, this is gonna pop off and my hands are gonna be free. If all doesn't go well, my hands are gonna still be in here, and ask me how good it feels when this digs in your hand and you don't get it. So hopefully that won't happen right now, but we will find out because I ain't doing another take. So hands above my head, just like that, my hands are free, as you can see. It completely broke the lock. You can see there's no more lock in the middle there. So that's what you want to do. You can see my wrists. You can see I got the lines on them. So again, this was the movement. My hands are up here. I'm coming down, and another way to look at it, besides, hey, you're elbowing somebody from behind, you're punching yourself in the stomach if you don't do it right, meaning if your hands don't go past. So your hands should look like this because you want them tight. That is how you escape zip ties. But remember, it's gonna be duct tape, it's gonna be rope, it's gonna be zip ties, it's gonna be handcuffs. If you wanna know how to do this more, make sure you click below. You can see my Spy, Escape, and Evasion class, the live 2-day event that we do once a year. However, go now because last year is actually the last time I'm doing it because I'm only doing private groups because of my busy schedule and because I got a wife and 6 kids who prefer to have me around sometimes. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I am former CIA officer Jason Hanson. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and practice getting out of zip ties.